Hey boys and girls, how you doing? Welcome back to some guided writing. Here I am at the beach enjoying the sunshine, getting all nice and comfortable, relaxing in the sand. It feels so nice against my feet. Hopefully you're having a great day. I hope you're ready to do some guided writing because today what we're going to do is we're going to concentrate on two important things when we do our guided writing. We're going to listen to those sounds like we did yesterday. And the other thing that we're going to start practicing is really on the spacing. We want to make sure our words are spaced so we can read them nicely. So those are two things that I really want us to focus on today in our guided writing time. First, listening to those sounds so we can write those down really, really nicely, but also spacing our words when we write so we can read them. And when we space, we want to make sure we use that finger space so we know exactly where the next word goes, because when good writers write, they don't cram all their words together. They keep them spaced. So right now what I want you to do, I want you to go grab your tablet on what you're going to write with, or if you want, you can go grab a piece of paper, you can grab some markers, you can go grab a whiteboard. Whatever you need, I want you to do it. You pause this video, I'm going to enjoy some sunshine and get nice and comfortable so we can be ready to do our great guided writing. So you go on to that. I'm going to feel the sand in my feet. Go on and pause. You pause. I'll wait and enjoy this. And I'll see you back in just a moment. Go on and go get that stuff. Oh, welcome back. I'm so glad you got your stuff. Here, let's go on and get started. I'm going to take off my sunglasses so I can see what I'm doing. But here I am. Oh, this feels so nice. Yes, it does. But right now, let's review back on what we did with Mrs. Vestring last week. Last week, you practiced the word her. Let's all say her together. Say it with me. Her. Let's now spell it. Let's spell it. Here we go. H-E-R. Her. Spell it with me. H-E-R. You're right. Go on and write that down. Go on and write her. Now the other word that you practiced with Mrs. Vestring was his. Go on and spell his with me. Here it is. Go on and spell it. H-I-S. Spell it again with me. H-I-S. Now go on and write his on your board and show it to me. Oh, whoa! Look at that awesome writing. I see her and I see his. That's excellent. Now, one of the things with his is I see the word is that you know. I want you to underline the is, because that's a part that you know. And you have his. You're exactly right. Now, I want you to erase your board. And now, what you're going to do is now we're going to write a sentence. And if you remember, we have two important goals that I want us to focus on. When we write today, the two goals that I want you to focus on is first, I want you to remember to listen to those sounds. That's the first thing. I want you to listen to the sounds. The second part that I want us to do is remember, space those words. We're going to put a finger space in between our words so we can read them really, really nicely. So the first sentence that we're going to write, I want you just to listen. And I want you to hold up a fist because we're going to count this sentence. And I want you to count it with me. It says, I can go to the vet. I want you to count it with me. You ready? I can go to the vet. 6 words. This sentence is going to have 6 words. Let's say it again together. I can go to the vet. Can you do it one more time with me? I can go to the vet. Now what I want you to do is now I want to write it. And when we write it, I want you to make sure you use that finger space. So remember, the first thing is, what's the first word? You're exactly right. Let's write that down. Now I'm going to put that finger space, and now I need to think, oh, can. And now I want you to use those sounds. Oh, I can write that. And now I put that finger space. Remember, if you notice, I'm putting a finger space so my words aren't crammed together. You're right, go is the next word. Go, yeah. And now I can go to. Excellent job. I heard a lot of you say the word to. And I run out of line, so I go down to the next spot and I write to. I can go to, the. The is a sight word. And I know how to do that. T-H-E. I can go to the, and what's the next one? Vet. Go on segment. I want you to write that. I think we wrote that yesterday, so you may already know how to write that, but go on and do that. Write vet. Oh, I love the way I see some finger spaces down. Ooh, nice job. Oh, nice. You're right. It's V-E-T. Perfect. Now, let's go back. We're going to touch each word to read it. I can go to the vet. And do you know what I noticed I forgot? I forgot that period because I want to make sure it's punctuation. So we know that we have that period saying, you know what? It's over. It's stopped. So now we have the sentence, I can go to the vet. Now I want to look at this sentence real quick. I want to make sure we met our goals. Remember, our goal was to make sure we listened to those sounds and we had spaces. So when I look at this, do I have spaces between my words? I do. Look at it. I do. I see that I have spaces between my words. Right there. There are spaces. And then I want to make sure that I listen to sounds. And I look at the word can and I use my sounds. And then I look at this last word of vet and I see that I use those sounds of et. So I did meet my goals. I met listening to my sounds and put my spaces. Now, I'm going to give you a sentence and I want you to write it. I'm going to give you a few moments to write. And while you're doing that, I'm going to enjoy the sunshine for a few minutes and then we're going to take a look at it. Here's the sentence I want you to write by yourself. I see the big ship. Let's count it with me. I see the big ship. There's 5 words in that. Let's say it one more time. I see the big ship. Go on, take a moment. I want you to write it. I'm going to chill out here in the sunshine for a few minutes. Oh, I see some great writers. Oh, I see some people remembering that spacing. Excellent job. Ooh, using those sounds. Ooh, nice. When you're finished, hold it up and show me. I can't wait to see it. Whoa, look at those great writing I see. Oh my goodness. Whew, that's fantastic. Now, let's take a look and let's see how I'm going to write it. Here we go. I see the big ship. And I had to remember that ship had with it like we learned from Mrs. Vestry. I'm putting that period. Now let's take a look at yours and let's take a look at mine. And let's see if we did our 2 goals today of putting spaces between words and if we used our sounds. So I look at this and I see, yeah, I did put my spaces between my words. I and see and the all have spaces. They're not crammed together. And I see big and ship, they're spaced, so they're not crammed together. And then I notice when I use the word big, I see that I went b-ig. And I use those sounds. And in ship, I use sh-ip. And I use those sounds. which is awesome. So when you go off and you're working on your writing and you're working on, I want you to think about two important things. Remember to use those sounds that you know those sounds. I want you to use them, but remember to put spaces between your words, because then you're going to be able to see and read them so beautifully. Tomorrow, I can't wait for you to join me for some writers workshop. We're going to dive in for some informational pieces, and I have a great place. I'm jumping away here from the beach, and I'm going somewhere fun. And I hope you join me for some writers workshop time, because I'm going to an awesome location, and I want you to join me. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.